Hey, welcome back everybody. You already know it's Razia returning with Raz of the Phoenix. So, today I'm going to go over some sorties and how to obtain what everybody's been talking about on Warframe, Riven mods. Riven mods, Riven rods, Riven mods. What are they? How do we get them? I'll explain as much as I can throughout this video. So go ahead, sit down, and I'll explain it from here on out, because we got a lot of work ahead of us. So, how do we attain Riven mods? The only way to attain Riven mods is by going through these sorties that are daily missions that each have a complex scenario added to it. For example, the first one I'm going to be going through is a radiation hazard. There's going to be radiation throughout the entire planet that will deplete my health like no other. There's another one, the second one I'm going to be doing is going to be energy reduction, which means I'm going to have half of the energy that I normally would on a mission. And the final one I'm going to be doing is an enemy physical enhancement, meaning all their melee damage is greatly increased. A lot of these missions are really simple. The assassinations can get annoying, but it's the reward pool is what we're after, because we can get more than just Riven mods. So let's go into it. I'll explain more of what you can get, and then I'll explain to you how to attain the ability to do these sorties. You can only receive one of these rewards per day though, sadly, with the sorties. So once you complete all three, you will win one of the above at random. So starting off, you can get an Iatan sculpture. The Iatan sculptures allows you to put the Iatan or Amber stars onto them, and you can sell them to Maru at Maru's Bazaar for additional Endo, which Endo helps you increase your mod's powers. And like previously said, you can also obtain a Riven mod from the sorties. You can also obtain 6,000 Kuba. Now Kuba, I already did a video on explaining what it does. I'll give another brief scenario. It allows you to reapply stats to your Riven mod. So if you have one that has really low stats or something that doesn't fit the weapon that you picked up for, you can change it to improve the stats to make it even stronger than it was before. You also have a chance to get a 3-day booster. I've got anything from a credit booster to resource boosters to affinity boosters, all from sorties. An Exilius adapter can also be obtained through sorties, although I don't understand why it's in sorties. I personally feel like it's not that rare, but that's just my personal opinion. We still got a few more rewards to go. You can also receive Forma, an Orokin Catalyst Blueprint, as well as an Orokin Reactor Blueprint. Finally, there's one more item you can receive from the reward pool, and this is the rarest one of all. It's the Legendary Core. Legendary Core, when used to apply to a mod, you can increase that mod to its maximum capacity without having to use Endo or credits to increase it. You can also sell it on the market. It easily goes for 200 to 400 platinum, I've seen personally. It all depends on who you're selling it to and what region you are in. So I feel like doing these sorties at least once a day, you'll get one of these rewards, and either way it'll benefit you in some which way. So now that we know what we can get, how exactly do we do sorties? A lot of people hear about them but don't know how to start them. So in order to actually start doing sorties, you have to start going through the quests and finish the War Within. The War Within, you must be a Mastery rank 5, and in order to unlock it, you must also complete the second dream and the Sedna Junction over off of Pluto. So, you gotta beat a quest to beat a quest just to unlock these sorties. But believe me, there's more than just sorties that become unlocked. I don't want to spoil a lot, but I will be going further into videos with the quests just to help you guys out. Alright, let's head over to our quest and we'll get this going, right? Well, you have to be a Master rank 3 just to unlock the second dream. And you must also complete the quest Nata and completed the Neptune Junction. So there's still more you have to do in order to do that quest. So you gotta beat a quest and a junction just to beat another quest, to beat another junction, to beat another quest to unlock sorties. Whew. It sounds complicated, but it's all relatively easy. So again, you gotta go through Nata. Luckily that there's no requirements for that quest. It's one of the main storylines in the game. After that, go to Neptune and complete that junction and finish off the second dream. After that, head over to Pluto and complete that junction and finish the War Within. Then you'll get sorties and so much more that the game has to offer. Those secrets will be revealed in a later video, or if you get to the quest yourself, you'll see what I mean. So, what are Riven mods, and why is it driving everybody crazy? So like I said, Riven mods are specific mods to each individual weapon that give bonus stats, usually 3 to 4 different stats. One of them could be negative, 2 of them could be negative, or all 4 of them could be positive. It just depends on the stats that you get for the mod. But there are 2 types. There is an unveiled and a veiled Riven mod. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll show you. Alright, so when you first attain a Riven mod from the sorties, it's called a veiled Riven mod. So what that means is the stats on it are completely locked. You don't know what weapon it's for, what it's going to give you, or anything until you complete the challenge that is given to you. So I already have a few of them that have been posted up here. I'm going to talk about one individual for the melee weapon. So you have to get 17 kills in a row while dashing or while wall clinging, but you cannot touch the ground while you are killing each enemy in a row. So once you touch the ground, it will reset and you have to redo the 17 enemies. If you do not do this in the mission, then the mod will continue to be veiled and you will not know what stats will be given to you. Once you complete it at the end of the mission, the Riven mod will be unlocked and you'll be able to see the stats and which weapons it's for. I'm just going to show you a couple more of these veiled Riven mods so you get the idea of the challenges, and then I'll actually get into some real Riven mods and show you the stats that I've been talking about, and just why everybody's going so crazy over them. Once you have finally dealt with the hassle of finishing off that challenge for the Riven mod, you'll finally be able to see just what weapon it's for and the stats that come along with it. And it should look something like this one right here. So let's review. Mind you, I'm not trying to show you any of the best ones here, I'm just trying to show you these mods to give you an idea of what's going on here. So I'm going to show you the Ninkandi, Toxie, and I'm sorry I can't pronounce that last part. If you can, go ahead and try and explain it to me. But it gives 145.9% range, 107.8% heat damage, 130.2% toxin damage, but it takes away 98.1% crit damage. So you're critting less often, but you already have a high enough base damage and range to make it worth it. So each Riven mod has a different mastery rank on top of it, meaning you cannot use that Riven mod unless you are that mastery rank or higher. But do note this, you can only have one Riven mod per weapon equipped. Now that does not mean you can only have one per loadout. It just means you can only have one per melee weapon, one per secondary, and one per primary weapon as well. And I'm going to continue to show you just a couple more Riven mods, just so you can see the real full effect of some of these. They're all different and unique, and that's what makes it more customizable for your Warframes and your weapons to fit your playstyle. Now remember, in order to do sorties, you have to complete the War Within, but before you complete the War Within, you have to complete the second dream. Once that's all completed, you can go ahead and sortie once a day, and you can get one of these awesome rewards from the pool and keep improving your Warframe to keep moving forward as a space ninja. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it helped you out at all, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because it helps me just as much as it helps you guys. If you guys have any gamer questions, go ahead and message me on Facebook. Again, links down below. Any specific games you'd like to see sooner rather than later, post them down in the comments and I'll try and get to it as soon as I possibly can. Other than that, guys, well, you already know.
We've got more in store, so subscribe to Rise of the Phoenix. I dare you.
Happy gaming.